my name is Nora Kennedy, and I'm here today to talk about how at GM Financial we're empowering the business. I've been at GM Financial for 4 years now, and I first started on the ops side and then shifted left and moved to the QA side. My experience was with the build and test automation. So why are we empowering the business? It is part of our vision and culture. We are collaborative, communicative, and we want to innovate. We want to make things better. And how we've made things better is through our test progression. Back in 2015, we had very limited testing, very limited ability to script because we were trying to keep up with business demands, and we knew we needed change. So last year, we started developing a team called Software Development Engineers, and their main purpose was to be a cross-functional team to work on scripting these test automation and create more reliable and maintainable tests. So even though we've still worked on that, we needed to combine it all together and create an enterprise solution, and that's what we've really been doing at the beginning of this year till now, creating synthetic data, integrating the tests, and creating a nice little self-service portal. So a little bit about that portal. We first started by gathering information, like getting information from data consumers, which would be the business itself, designing that data and publishing that data out in the format that they need. And although it was a process and it took many months, it finally came all together. And once we had that, it really helped create the efficiency with combining the test data automation and the test script automation. And we did that by creating our workflow automation. So basically, the data consumers come in and request the data with whatever specific information they need. That kicks off PowerShell script, which goes into DevTest, which is a CA product, and basically generates any sort of testing that we need to do to manipulate those apps to get into the system in the pipeline that that the data consumer requests, and also updates our database and uses Selenium, basically all of the different types of testing. And in the end, once it gets to the specific application, it sends an email notification out to our data consumer with the condition data, which is pretty cool compared to the previous version where they sent an email. This really helps us out along with the business by converting those requests from an email to using just this UI portal. It limits a lot of clutter because we use role-based access. They only see the self-service portals that they have access to. It's a lot easier for them to use, and they can continuously get email notifications on the data that they've requested. So it's overall been pretty nice for the business user. A lot of the things that have really helped us are requesting feedback and working directly with our users and actually working with them to design the site and not just putting something together and say, hey, use this. So we've gotten a lot of positive feedback from that specifically. We've also been able to standardize a lot of our processes and really increase quality and the time. We've taken some processes that took 3 weeks manually to an hour, and it was a huge help to the business and a lot of our projects. It's also really helped us with reporting. We've been able to send all of our test data into a central location along with who's requesting it. So it's all nice, neat, and together. It also helps out when we're trying to transition that information into other CI pipeline. So if we want to use Splunk for our reporting to see what exactly is going on, we already have that in a central database and easy to consume. In the end, it bridges the gap between our team and the business. We can align our resources a lot better. We create a common terminology with the business and have a lot more visibility into what we're doing. And overall, we've created a lot more trust between us and the business. Our next step is providing more of test data as a service for other IT teams, such as integrating with our release automation systems, creating and developing business personas with actual production data to get more specific information, identifying our PII data locations, and expanding more of our test data into the development environments and enabling them to be able to do further testing with their with synthetic data. And that's about it. Thank you.